So I did own rental properties in the past. I was looking for some property down here in Hocking Hills, which is beautiful, to build a timber frame house on. And coincidentally, it had some cabins on it. So just by default, turned out I was going to be in a cabin rental business, and I expanded the business, but that really wasn't what my focus was. And after 6 years, in 2020, I did end up selling that property so I could buy this property. I was actually looking for a property that was better suited for a not-for-profit organization that I had started, which was to help combat veterans, their families, and Gold Star families. This I happened to run across, I think just by seeing it on the internet, and I became intrigued by it, mainly because it had an equine facility on it. And one of the best ways to treat PTSD, which is one of the things I am very interested in doing, one of the best ways to do that is through equine therapy. That is, it's not a clinical treatment, it's not a chemical treatment that is pills, it's simply a natural relationship between a veteran and the horse. It's amazing what it does. So that's what really drew me to this property. So as you approach the property on Creshbaum Road, you'll notice on the right there is a large barn facility, a lot of fenced-in pastures. That barn facility is like 14,000 square feet, has an indoor riding rink, it has 42 permanent horse stalls in there, an apartment in there, and that is the property that I had donated to Valor about 6 months ago. So our next phase of that project is we're going to be building some cabins for veterans and their families to stay right there on that property. But then the third piece of it is that this beautiful mansion happened to be on this property, and it was not what my wife and I wanted as a retirement home, but after looking at it and inquiring in the area, we found that this property is very unique to this area. So we decided to develop it. We spent quite a bit on numerous renovations over the past year to make this more suitable for large family gatherings, perhaps small weddings, or even corporate events. And we're finding that there's a considerable demand for this property. This property has 254 acres, of which about 200 are mature hardwoods, and the balance is 22 acres of it now belongs to Valor, the not-for-profit, and the other 25, 30 acres are part of the manor. It's a very scenic view from the house. Square footage of this house, it's 10,800 square feet. It's quite large. It's a all brick house. And one of the major components of it, it has a separate wing that was built at the end of the construction. It consists of a indoor saltwater heated swimming pool with a spa, which we're finding out is probably the biggest attraction of this property. Initially, I was not planning on building any additional cabins, but we've been getting a lot of inquiries from people who want to stay here and asking, are there cabins around there where other additional family members could come and stay close to this? I'm starting to think, because of the room we have here in the land, that we may end up actually building additional cabins on this property